Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at episode 28 of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device by Bruva Alphabusa. And yes, I did just get his name right on the first try. Only took me a year. Yeah, I should be a lot less proud about it, but I'll take what little victory I can get there. This episode just came out today. I've been following him on Twitter and getting notifications from other people, and I knew this was coming. And then there was a few delays because uploading, compiling issues. Honestly, it's tech stuff, and I'm just looking like, oh god, I understand what that's like way too well. You'd be surprised how many times I had to re-upload a video 3 times because something stops working. Like my internet. It's annoying when that happens. Or power. It's kind of like you need power to a computer to run it. I don't know why that happens, and it bugs the hell out of me. Yeah. Been a few live streams that were interrupted because of that. Yeah, very annoying. This, though, is the Custodian Hustle. And while I haven't seen the episode yet, they have the freaking Custodes, Kitten and Santones, and just every freaking Custodes they mentioned and haven't really dealt with in the last couple episodes, or Fantasy Battle, because that was not Kitten in that. They're all right on the cover. It looks like one guy from Mars, because this is obviously the Mars episode that they've been leading up to for technically this entire year. Granted, at the time, that is just literally like 38 days into the year, but I'll just take it, and I've been looking forward to this. I really want to see what they're doing with it, what Kitten's going to be doing in Mars. And if at some point Magnus is just going to be able to lounge back on a beanbag and say, I told you to take bikes. To which I would say, yes, I know, they're still very good. Amazing on the tabletop game. Countertop game would be way too dangerous. Yeah. Because, of course, a cat would randomly jump up there and knock it off. You know it would happen. But just, I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. And not just because I've started collecting more Custodes than I already had. Been working on Sisters lately. Paint job, meh. Skill level, new. Enthusiasm. I completely blame Bruva Alphabusa for that. It's his fault. Thank you. So you guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. And let's just go see what the hell we have in store. Because, oh boy, I've been looking forward to this. I want to see just how bad this is going to get. Also, to figure out if the Fabricator General actually was still replaced or not. Because I don't remember if they ever did anything with that plot hook. If it was a plot hook or just a random thing they threw in there because it would be funny. Huh. We'll find out.
I assume your talent for finding.
I did not even hear what he said.
The tube dude.
Whoa! God, the eye.
Sent the Captain General to acquire the
I didn't know he could change like that.
With it, we hoped to grant you new flesh.
Oh, he's talking about...
But I assume that
Why did you say my ass?
another part of your mess of a master plan.
Giving Father access to new organs would redeem your lack of general success. Magnus.
Oh, this is... Okay, they're skipping over Fantasy Battle altogether.
Entirely my choice, and you know it.
Seize this
No, it
bad
wasn't.
to match up domestic abuse so Daddy can dunk on your plan. You are aware of what the Proteus Protocol does.
What?
It transfers the engrammatic knowledge, memory, personality, and will from one physical form to another.
That it does.
But-
you know what it also does?
Oh, there actually was a but.
Infinitely more tolerable, I hope.
No.
Its users into massive weirdos.
What?
What a change that would be.
The user's soul quite literally comes loose. Not as loose as your loyalty, but close.
We'll vomit warp stuff on your knee blanket.
The user's soul is filled with
it's
insatiable
made worse if you have that
hungers
actually
and
count.
deep, dark desires. It sends them in a downward spiral until no appetite upon reality remains.
So you become a Dark Eldar.
Oh,
I'm not spending
yeah.
the rest of eternity in the dress-up of a pink crinkled lawnmower just to get off of this throne.
Why not?
I mean, you're kind of already there.
And I'm doing just fine.
No, you're not.
Yeah, he's really not.
Just fine.
You're very on edge.
And
Yeah,
the
he-
Fabricator General is also fine. And
Oh,
he's
crap, he actually is a
been
monster
for
then.
Years. Illegally.
Sure, yeah, whatever. But Magnus, I find it charming that you chose this as your mission to Mars. I appreciate it, but I am actually just fine sitting here for a while longer.
Also, considering he has another body already.
No, you are not
Which, Magnus,
fine.
does he even know
You
about
are
that?
anathema to the concept of fine. Your mind is shattered, your memories are failing, you are utterly irrational, and your attitude is bad.
What?
I mean, he's not
Are
wrong.
we?
No, Father. He is speaking of your atrocious incompetence as a parent. And you are quite right, Magnus. Father's delusions are only getting worse.
Ah.
I understand why you are upset, Magnus.
I was not expecting Magnus
After leaving,
and Dorn to
you
agree.
acted out your role perfectly. Thanks to you, Captain Ingot has reached his potential
Ingot?
and shall now complete our mission on Mars.
What?
Can you not just tell us what your bloody plan is?
Oh, come on. We all know he doesn't have a plan.
You
He just
said
takes credit for it.
yourself, Father. No
It's the
more
Doctor Who plan
smoke and
method.
mirrors. You did say that, right? Tell me.
MMM.
Tell me.
What?
MMM.
Tell me.
MMM.
Tell
Oh, he's
me,
saying,
you haggard,
oh, I get it.
pompous wanker.
Holy shit, okay, fine.
Really? Wanka did it? Oh.
Hate you.
Just kidding.
Did he just
boy.
pat him on
You
the...
know of the being
He did a
called
psychic
Cypher?
pat.
Oh. No.
What?
Why don't I? Feels like I'm supposed to know.
Oh?
Hey, did you omit this from my mind with your ridiculous powers?
Doing that would be ridiculous.
Tell me who Cypher is then.
May I suggest you instead read about it?
Read? There are no volumes on this.
That line right there. It needs to be said. That line. You should read about it. That is so much a fourth wall breaking meta joke, because we all know when it comes to the lore and backstory of all 40k, if you don't know something, you either find out through YouTube and never actually are sure if it's right or wrong, go to TTS, which you know is probably wrong, but might actually be right without realizing it. Well, at least on our end. They probably know, but or you actually read all the books and you know you're wrong. I know what I said. I just, having been to a shop, and whenever someone's like, yeah, you should probably read about it, I'm like, oh God, that line. I know that line. That line, man, that is a direct shout out to the audience. Because like, oh, if you don't know it, just read about it. And I'm also pretty sure there's very little about Cypher. I know there is, but I think they had a book about him. I haven't actually read it myself yet. Still got a bunch of the Horus Heresy go through. Just that line, though. It's such a meta joke. He's not even talking to Magnus there. He's talking to the freaking audience. And I actually love it for that, but...
Cypher in the entire palace. Believe me, I would know.
No, you wouldn't.
What about it? The Black Library.
Oh? Wait, at the palace?
Oh, yes. Let me just strut into the obscurest corner of the webway.
Because there is a way... And they found... Oh, wow, that actually is coming into play now?
Not to gain infinite wisdom and power or anything like that, but to read about
Do you have a library card?
with a cryptography term for a name. Great plan, Pops.
They know.
Why is everyone quiet?
Does Dorn know?
I returned from hell.
Not now, Creed.
Oh God, he made it back!
Clown Library Explorer number 1.
He just made it back.
Explain
Okay,
this
he's
bag
randomly
of fluff
back.
how you came across
They
the
even
Black
call him
Library.
Gorge or Lord.
Sorry, what?
Must I, my master?
It's also...
You must.
Yeah, Fantasy Battle is now legit.
Time after you and Little Kitten had departed, I happened to be passing the webway connector, and being the inquisitive sort,
He slipped on his grease and fell into the webway.
It was very graceful.
Even has a little crown.
Not care
Who
for
knows
your
that?
grease. Continue on.
As I entered the webway, I was hurtled into a
The
dark,
cloud!
a massive door. I explored this darkness, then decided to slide on out. And
Because you saw a giant cloud.
Explorer.
That's when Champ suddenly popped out in front of me whilst I was heading
Champ?
past the webway gate. He said
Oh yeah, because he came out then found him.
gate leading somewhere different. His glutes were set quaking, so I knew his word was true.
Alas, my excitement would quickly be extinguished
By
like
the
a roaring
cloud.
monotonous flame being doused by the contents of the bluest of balls for there was a
I have
cloud.
no patience for your balls. I do not believe you at all.
Freezing.
You shall show me this portion of the webway right now.
Oh, gladly. I'll show you there immediately.
Hold the Vox. I am not done yet.
And he's actually just... Wow. Coming back from hell after being sentenced by the Emperor really made him not listen as much.
Wait, no! Brother! The cloud!
I knew they mentioned it!
We need to surgically remove whatever is causing your unbridled coolrophobia.
Father.
I think they'll be
are you
considered
sure
killing a
giving
god in this
Magnus
case.
Access to that much knowledge is wise.
No.
No. But it'll
Okay.
be better to keep him locked in there than to put him back in the null box.
There's no... Oh yeah, that's how they got him there.
Father.
I didn't know what a
whenever the
null was
rest
when I
of
first
my
saw that
brothers
episode.
return, we are going to have a talk about your fitness as a parent.
Lack
Because
thereof.
I think you decided to have children about 20 millennia too early.
And you need to move the fuck out already.
Nope. Lehman and the shattered remnants of the
Oh my
Inquisition
God!
are doing.
Anything to
Dorn
stop
is the
your
guy
work,
staying in the
bad
basement with his parents.
Projector is go.
Oh, I should get the phone.
I
Phone?
can't imagine they've gotten very far, what with them traversing an entire sector-sized causeway.
It does not hurt
What?
to check.
Considering it's Colorado.
They're even jumping into that one.
Where eyes are we?
Oh, I thought they weren't going to
We
even
must
touch it this
henceforth-
time around. They're really working everything in here.
Professor John Fletcher.
What?
Yesterday was John Fletcher's corpse man. My God! Doesn't die!
Vomit in buckets.
What?
Oh, it's the Orc Murder Channel.
Orc Murder Channel? What?
What's up, people? Your boy Carl the Deranged here.
Oh yeah, Carl the Deranged.
Some people.
I've seen a bunch of this stuff. Oh, they're working on the Custodes now.
Wait. This is the brassy.
I
big
guess they're not actually going to jump to Kamara and see what's going on with
He is
the
not.
pseudo, not emperor, but emperor.
Then how come he's on Holovision?
We are watching him from the mind's eye of Cypher.
What?
Oh, Cypher. That's who you mentioned before.
What?
We don't have to go read about him as well, do we?
No. Just needed a reason for Magnus to leave.
Pretty
so
sure there
we
was
could
actually a
check
book on him, but I'm
you
not actually
without
sure.
tantrums. Besides, you cannot treat, so I shall take pity on you.
Thank you, my glory's overlord.
Oh, he's not actually overreacting?
He is the grand enigma, the estranged brother, the marine without master. He appears as a lonely, cowled figure.
And a
who
random
darts from
renegade
planet
who
to
isn't
planet,
chaos, but
slaying
works
all
with it,
from
but is also
Imperial
kind of
officers to
pro-Imperium, but not.
He eludes
Yeah.
all who try to imprison him, leaving no trace behind. No one
Actually a very
knows his
interesting character.
techniques. No one knows his identity.
Kinda wish
and
they would do
no
more with
one
him.
knows his plan. Is he the Imperium's greatest hope, or its greatest threat?
Or he's lost.
No one can say. Except I, who could explain it, but alas, comprehending the incomprehensible is reserved for galaxy brains, such as I. You are but no brains, to whom I shall explain.
Really?
One thing is for certain, however. He is super mysterious, and a pretty cool dude, and he has...
This is how they're handling the fact that he's supposed to know everything but doesn't.
Brad lad.
Sounds like a tryhard.
Yeah.
Not whether Cypher is
And he's back. Nice.
confusing.
So this Cypher is watching Kitten right now?
Correct.
Is Kitten being stalked?
More like observed.
Those are
Yeah, that's kind of
synonyms.
yeah,
One of them
there's
just
synonyms.
sounds morbid.
Your comprehension of the subject brings me no joy, you muscular penis pump. Now,
Accurate.
Your Captain General is working.
Yeah, let's see him pump it then.
Oh God. Yeah, he deserved that one. Also, I want to get a Telemon just to get hair on the head.
Boy Cypher back at it again with another episode of Cypher Stalks People.
Oh God, he put the trademark on the text.
Stalking Custodes.
Oh my God, I just realized he's introing it like he's on YouTube.
Until your ends are crushed. Any questions?
Wait, can you explain the concept of requisition again?
No? We are closing in on the Fabricated General's headquarters.
What's up with his voice?
Excellent!
The Draxmen had the right idea when they placed the parking spot 5 kilometers away from the forge.
Oh yeah, the whiny guy.
At least we're not wading through the palace's sewers.
Oh, nice. He doesn't have the helmet on, so he has a normal voice.
Immaculate log warden, but I'm really not sure it's helping. I'm sorry.
Also, I really want to do that paint job. Still have no idea who that guy is.
That guy has no clothes.
Oh God, that's his skin?
He hides nothing.
Cypher's propensity for observation are far beyond your reckoning, boats come.
Truly liberating.
Oh, you mistake
I-
my comments as disparaging when they're in fact that of jubilation. This man is clearly my mood cues.
Oh God, he's even using the phrasing from the freaking fantasy battle.
Doing it out of spite at this point.
Please stop making your existence. The Captain
He's
General
doing it out of
has arrived
spite.
at
I love it. I love that they're referencing fantasy battle. Yeah. Ooh, the robots.
Meat detected.
Are those glasses of wine?
Subject identified. Branch Adeptus Custodes. Rank Captain General. Name. Screw that. What is your
Because they have
purpose
massive
here?
names.
We are here
Yeah,
to meet with
that's
your
oil
Fabricated
wine, oil and wine
Access
glasses.
Denied.
You do realize I'm a High Lord of Terror, yes?
Oh yeah, he is a High Lord of Terra.
Realize that access denied.
I demand a meeting
Technically,
with
they're
your
a separate
Fabricated General.
institution, so yeah.
Have no meeting scheduled. His holy mechadendriteness is currently busy.
I am now referring to every time someone brings a Martian, like call, I'm calling it mechadendritinus.
Really? my positive reinforcement actually worked?
Access denied.
Okay.
Why
Fire!
are you listening to him?
Does anyone?
The Captain General!
A part of him died having to admit
I
that.
see your double standard doubled over and died.
What the fuck?
Having to respect him. Oh, he's doing the voice from the Yu-Gi-Oh versions.
To mule with the remains of humanity's foes. Now open this gate, or suffer the fate of all who oppose the Emperor's will.
Being stuck in a hole? Denied?
Access denied.
Boom. Amger.
Fucking cool! That's the reason!
These are Scutari, Shield Captain.
No.
Their minds are neurosynced with their tech priest masters at all times.
And their tech priest masters are probably stuck on toasters. And yes, I have seen the toaster objective marker. It's actually pretty cool.
I'm a shield captain.
I do not understand how you got this job.
Okay.
I don't even want to know how he got that job.
Turns out I'm slamming my head against a brick wall.
Yeah.
We are not a brick wall. We are Scutari.
Yeah, brick wall will be a little less annoying.
Especially
to deal with on the tabletop.
Applied, unreasonable means must be taken. Brothers and toadies, convince them.
Oh my god, is he posing on them? Oh my god, he's actually posing on them.
Bionic babies.
Yes.
Would you ever reject such legendary artifice for entering your domain? Look upon my
He's not even saying no.
My oil joy.
Oh my god, he's he's seducing the Scutari.
Thermic reactor pulsates with smooth velvet.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. It's playing into the joke, and it's...
Scutari, I want to enter your temple.
Access granted.
You can even just hear the fleshy bits go off on it.
That's great.
That's probably not what he meant.
Brother Santodes, the mechanized body has not hampered him in the slightest. In fact, it has better served him than any one of our organic...
Oh my god.
I want to be like him.
I need to get an Achilles dreadnought just to put hair on the head.
My skull and remove my cognizance, please.
The Scutari are leaking. Their components are brazenly subpar.
That's probably not what's leaking.
Ah, your innocence.
The banhammer. I love that they're calling out Dorn for not getting what's leaking. Oh god, that's just... Oh, why do they have masks? Oh, probably because of fume. Yeah, you can even see the fumes.
Why
Yes, it
is
is.
so fucking big?
Why do some use excessive amounts of narcotics?
I hate that answer. It is bad.
And completely accurate. That does seem like Mars.
The one usually sitting by the High Lord's table? Was he always that big?
Yes, we were standing on one of his conduits 2 meters up in the air last we were in the High Lord's chamber.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, God, okay. I thought that was your dad.
He got hit by the banhammer again.
For it seems we have found today's prank victim.
Oh no. Oh no.
Fabricated General.
Is he speaking? Is he raving? There's a toaster. So they're, if I'm understanding this, I'm actually wondering if they actually have the code in binary down there for the actual words they're using. I obviously wouldn't speak binary because we're doing English. I love how they have it all set up to an actual musical number. Also, where can I get this afterwards? Serious, that's it really good. Seriously, whoever thought of this? It's brilliant. Ooh, nice. They dropped the tone a bit. Dude, he's even got the spark shower going. Okay. No, 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 no! Trying this again, see if it doesn't crash on me. Oh, God. And we got right point, too. Also, and he's even going to the deep voice. They were rising him up. So this does imply that when everyone's on Mars, they're all having a constant rave. Yes. And now everyone speaks it. Dude, also, he's really creepy the more you think about him. Dude, he's actually being cool. The whiny one, too. Sorry, guilt-tripping one. Passive-aggressive, passive-aggressive. Oh yeah, they can do that. He just randomly carries an astropath in his back. Yeah. Oh, he actually did it? What? Don't. Well, that just happened.
That was
a musical number in binary.
Finest politics I have ever seen.
Not how I expected to go, and I'm not disappointed.
Or not.
Whatever it was, it sure made me die.
Oh, I was expecting a band
This
hammer.
servitor will lead you to the data vault you seek, wherefrom the Proteus protocol can be extracted. Now, get out of my sight before I have this.
They did change his voice, yeah.
Finding the shortest route to the Noctis Labyrinth.
Oh my God, really? It's just a GPS on a servitor.
We'll be on our way. And do not worry. If our plans come to fruition, this all will be worth it.
It won't.
Make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
Yeah, I already hate that voice.
Now we're really getting somewhere.
Oh? Oh, yeah, Cypher.
What meatlet cretin is gurgling in here?
Run!
Ow.
Secrets?
This is a...
Oh! Oh!
What is with today?
Excellent work, Shield Host Proteus.
I kind of hope that's actually a thing that's a thing.
Oh, I didn't think you'd notice.
Of course I did. And you presented a really effective ultimatum, Rock. And Custodes, Lockwarden, your Herculean baritones really elevated our case.
Yeah, because they did a really awesome job with the voice there. It was a great musical number.
You all did great.
I mean, just...
I'm admittedly regretting you had to step in for me in the first place.
But awesome that they did.
Filling out the boots left by the likes of Constantine.
I mean, even killed Custodes' double standard. Literally watch it die.
Really need to work on my autocratic menace.
No! They don't want him to be an autocrat.
Your mild disposition is your greatest attribute.
Your dedication and hard work is outright bodacious.
You're like a widowed father who is just doing his best. Your ability to care is
I'm not used to people being this nice to Kitten.
You're nice. You're steadfast. Unlike you.
Make a U-turn.
Oh God, that voice.
30th millennium path. It is the 42nd millennium now.
An age of rampant corruption.
We do not need a war master in this day and age.
A war master would fail us.
We need a daddy.
As time has proven,
Our current parental figure is the best defense against the vileness of chaos.
Why do I feel like everything they just said is a giant slap in the Emperor's face? Oh yeah, because technically with how they pointed out, oh yeah, because Rogodorn was pointing it out and Magnus threw it in his face and how he's a terrible father, now they're pointing out that, yeah, Kitten is a really good father who actually inspires loyalty, and the Emperor is kind of a crappy dad who inspired half his sons to betray him. Sort of.
This is the reason we elected you.
Oh my god, that's actually touching.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, kitten, you deserve it.
Only dads use that exclamation.
Oh my god.
Thank you. I am glad to be of service.
I need to go get a kitten model.
On the swing.
I think I...
Well,
Did he just get hit by the Emperor? He just got hit by the Emperor.
Reviving our Emperor. Come on, lads. Let us head for the Noctis Labyrinth.
Isn't the Noctis Labyrinth... Oh. Cypher's still stalking them. Oh?
My Emperor.
I just realized he has the tattoo.
My possessions can't take it.
What?
Fucking shit, finally.
I admit how poorly I have treated our captain.
Oh yeah, because I kicked him out. I almost forgot that's
and
been so
I
long.
recognize that he is a caretaker.
Of everyone, yeah.
He not only cares for you, but for the entirety of the Adeptus system.
That's it. Buying a Trajan Valoris model, putting on a guard head.
An unruly child who has rejected him, much like how your wayward sons rejected you. I am sorry.
Oh my god, Custodes just became awesome.
That you came to acknowledge
I mean, he already
this
was, but...
entirely on your own is commendable.
Yeah?
You are still guilty of being a toxic little sludge spawn.
Yeah.
And you will stand trial for that the rest of your life.
Of course.
But realizing your attitude is trash is the first step on the road to improvement. And
Things I
you,
never thought would happen.
My child,
Character
have now
growth.
taken the first step.
Thank you.
They're just joke characters, but they're growing. Like multiple times today.
But do not allow yourself to be consumed by them.
Oh.
That way leads but down another path.
He's saying wise things, but...
Right.
He's still doing the
Is one
fucking
you
normie
must
thing.
seek, not one ravaged by boisterous arrogance nor guilt from past failures. Break through the layers of trash obstructing your view, and begin your journey on the road to redemption, your sight unclouded. Dr. Emperor has spoken.
Dr.
Yes, I shall find balance on my narrow road to redemption from now on. And I will make you proud.
Seriously,
as a
I need all these
custodian
models.
loyal to my
I
captain
know they have
general.
them out there.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go get that phone now. There'll be some major self-medication happening for this to go down smoothly.
What do they mean foam?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm missing
so
something.
I'm gonna leave too. See to it that he doesn't choke on something not meant to be choked on. Okay,
What?
bye!
He's just sliding out. Is that a crash?
Redemption is not a physical matter. One cannot take a road to it.
You are as slow on the uptake as the cement someone no doubt spilled in your IVF den.
And if there were such a road, you espousing for its usage would be very hypocritical.
Oh!
You are lucky my neck is immensely powerful.
Does the baby need an F?
I do not know of this baby you speak
Technically,
of.
compared to his age, yeah.
Rogel.
No. I am too many years. I have told you this.
I am many millennia older than you.
Accurate.
Relative to me, you are but a child.
That is not how age works.
Kinda is.
So, you are acting the baby.
I will accept this now, but only because your psychosis is ever escalating, and I have not slept in several months.
Also, I thought his eye was growing back. I guess they didn't do that. Oh.
Good night, Rogel.
It is noon.
Go the fuck to sleep.
It's night
Read
somewhere.
me a story.
Fine.
Yea.
The
my
Book of Architecture.
Chapter 1. The architect should be equipped with knowledge of many branches of study and varied kinds of learning, for it is by
He's
his judgment
quoting the book,
that all
too.
work be done by the other arts is put to
I
test.
wonder if this is a real book.
This knowledge is the child of practice and theory. Practice is the continuous.
I wonder how many times they had to
regular
try to get
exercise
the
of
lines to match
employment,
up.
Where manual work is done with any necessary material according to the design of a drawing. Theory, on the other hand, is the ability to demonstrate and explain the productions of
Oh my
dexterity
God.
on the principles of proportion.
Yes. Theoreticals and implementation. Two of Gilliman's favorite things.
It
And he's
follows,
asleep.
Therefore, that architects who have aimed at acquiring manual skill without scholarship have never been able to reach a position of authority to correspond to their...
So many things to say about this. He still has that book. Is that a fidget spinner? He has a fidget spinner.
We compute your presence, Fabricator General. How may we assist you this day?
Oh, it's an old-fashioned telephone. I didn't even recognize it at first.
Would you like to call?
Call? A call to call.
Calling. Call.
Line open.
Hello.
Belisarius call speaks.
What do you require?
Fucking what?
Your Fabricator General requires your services.
What is up with his voice?
You shall be getting your way too many mechadendrites dirty.
Fine.
Who's anatomy needs this?
Transfer.
Oh yeah, because calls kind of yeah.
I need this host of
I
glistening
think there's
meteors
multiple people in there at this
liquidated
point.
before they reach the
I guess this one is
Noctis
explicitly multiple people.
Rationale?
None of your concern.
That's fair.
Fine, fair. But what do I get out of it?
At least
My
3 distinct
lord?
ones.
If I may ask.
Please.
You get your ridiculous Primaris Space Marine project not destroyed.
Oh, they're acknowledging it.
Fantastic.
And you
Hey, he just killed someone.
whatever remains of your targets.
Would that be
Free range
Custodes bits?
component.
Great for my project.
All yours.
Ooh, feature creep confirmed.
Just the random guard who's everywhere.
Their feeble locomotion will be terminated
Within the hour. Contact me then.
I am very excited.
Good lad. That's all I wanted. Bye. Weirdo.
Yeah.
About this book.
Oh, there's no way that could go bad.
Access override.
What?
What now?
Oh. Because Cypher was there, yeah.
Very loyal Dark Angel Space Marine chapter.
I don't know, I thought you were a traitor.
Bothering me today.
We have come to interrogate you, Master of Mars.
I'm sure that'll go over
Is
well.
your real name?
No, it's actually not.
In places where they should not be.
That's kind of Mars'
I am
thing.
sick and I am tired.
And you are
How does he get tired with that much
suspiciously
metal on him?
large. What does that craftwork of a body hide?
Okay, that's it. I'm withdrawing all Mechanicus privileges from your chapter.
What?
Let's see how long you make it without Tech Marines you screaming defeat. Screw you.
Oh.
We've been played. If we interrogate you, our standing with the Mechanicus will be lost. Finding treasures proves a lot harder without any form of technology.
That is right. You should stop being so infernally trigger happy before you go and ruin your chapter's entire history on a whim.
Yeah, the fidget spinner's just floating there now.
You might be right. Maybe this was all a fool's errand.
Yes, but I don't think you're going to believe it for long. I give it 5 seconds.
Where there are none. Know this. My pride as a Dark Angel, my indoctrination as an Astartes, my centuries of servitude and my own unforgivable failings all serve to make what I am about to proclaim the most discordant words to have ever passed my lips.
I'm sorry?
Perhaps we should return to the rock and reflect on this all-consuming paranoia of ours.
Oh god, they're actually going with honest-to-God character growth for everyone!
So why should it be so prevalent in us? Why should it be the driving force of our chapter?
Okay, nah, I can see the Custodes, Cars, the Emperor, and Rogel all having character building moments, but Azrael, they've been playing him as a joke in the background for literally years now. Hell, it's the running joke in all of 40k that the Dark Angels are traitors, and, you know, it's that Purge, the internal heretic of the Fallen from the Dark Angels chapter that no one can know about. Even though plenty of chapters have people who fell, and, you know, they kind of took care of it already. Plus, 10,000 years, yeah. What are they going to do? Blow up the planet? Oh, wait. But they're... Bruva Alpha Boost is playing it straight? I was not expecting that. This is a lot of character growth from a lot of people. And it's not even that it's been forced down fast. It's just, it's all kind of colliding at one time. Technically, we had previous character growth in different sections, but it's just, for some reason, the Dark Angels breaking with the meme. So help me in the next 5 minutes if they completely go back on it. I'm just going to kick myself in the butt.
What does this megalomania drive us to such lengths? Why are we constantly trying to
Also, I
prove
love the
we're
music
loyal
choice.
when we sons of the lion have
Get a
remained
bit of
loyal
the
for 10
hammer so it still
millennia?
sounds Mechanicus sounding,
Only reason
but
anyone has to doubt
reflectful
our
with that lighter
devotion
tone. I love it. Good choice.
is our very obsession with trying to affirm it in the first place. We've lied.
Also, they're getting
Lied,
darker and like less colorful as they zoom in on him
lied.
slowly.
We've insisted upon our lives for so long that it's become the only thing our chapter truly cares for.
I mean, he's completely accurate. He's dissecting their entire
Centuries of shame.
psychosis. Let's go with that. Pretty well.
I mean, here we are laying siege to holy Mars.
Yeah,
Casting
I'll see
our
it's just a
way
little
into the
overrated.
temple of the Adeptus Mechanicus High Command. On the basis of an assumption, all to further the perseverance.
I have a
of
feeling that they're
lives
going to
millennia
completely
in
reverse
making
all
it
of this progress and characterization.
heretical. I am truly regretful for my actions this day, Lord Fabricator General. I never imagined talking about this would feel so liberating.
And now the color's slowly coming
I know
back.
the Imperium cares not for the truth, but only for what it wants to be true.
Accurate.
So why should we bind ourselves down to a truth so ancient?
And now they're
that we
zooming out as the
carve a new
color's
truth
coming back
in a
as
new
well.
Galaxy? Yes, we deserve this.
Huh. Fabricator General just did a lot of
We're
therapy.
absolved of our crimes, for we never fell in the first place.
Yeah!
We are unforgiven, for there is nothing to forgive.
Yeah.
Yes, yes! Thank you for setting us back on the road to redemption, Fabricator.
He's not going to give a damn about that.
The
It's
Dark
a little
Angels
accidental, but...
will never again be found wanting.
Well, that's great. I
Hear that?
love that. Excellent character development. I'm happy to have met someone who isn't a total asshole today.
Wait.
What?
What now?
What is that book you have there?
Cypher.
It's just the secrets of the Dark Angels chapter.
I thought it was a Dark Age.
That's inconvenient.
Asmodai!
And out, yeah.
Why, he has a suspicious book. Is he good to the fore? Make him repent!
Oh my god, no. Damn it, Cypher. You know what? I even said I expected it to be 5 minutes. It was 30 seconds. And the Dark Angels just... Oh, the Dark Angels just assassinated the leader of Mars. Oh. Oh. The Dark Angels, based on a prank by Cypher, who may or may not have known that was coming, just interrogated the Fabricator General of Mars. That's a big one, especially since they just brought Call in. Call is 3 distinct personalities and voices. I knew there was actually at least 2 people in there. I guess this one has more. Absorbing minds or integrating them, but... Okay, wow, that is a big change. I mean, that goes well beyond, like, joking around and bringing Primaris back. That's like Civil War starting right there. I mean, technically, they've already made huge changes in the fact that the Emperor has a body, but a second body that's invading Kamora. But okay, they've made a lot of changes. But acknowledging the Primaris, setting the Primaris creator Call up as an antagonist, assassinating the person who can call him off, probably assassinating. Oh my god, this is... Damn. This was a really dense episode. And they didn't even get to anything in Kamara yet. That was one of the most dense chapters ever to come out in TTS. So many things happened, so much character development. The fake-out character development of the Dark Angels, which might actually be a lot of plot development because, and I know I already harped on this, they just interrogated, probably assassinate, the leader of Mars. Maybe by Cypher's design, or Cypher's just a troll, and see what happened there. I would have sworn that said Dark Age, not Angels. Yeah, I guess I should probably read more. I can't really see it clearly. I'm going to go with that as my excuse. Seriously, he had such a great line about thinking it through and going back, and then there's a trigger. That's just the very last minutes of it. In the previous chapter, we had the development with Rogel, Dorn, and the Emperor. where Dorn is basically a daddy's boy. I mean, he said, you should leave the house. And he decides, no. And then he gets tucked in for a nap on his dad's lap, which it's both funny and actually kind of adorable that the Emperor was willing to take that much personal time with a son. Which, you know, considering all the rags? All the rag they've been throwing at him? Let's go with that one. I'm not sure whether that's a word, but I'll say it now. It's a rag you're throwing at him about being a horrible father, and then he's doing actual parenting. 10,000 years late. Possibly longer. But it counts, considering his age. Let's go with that. Age doesn't work that way, except it kind of does when it's relative. Interaction between age groups is weird when you go to extremes. It's kind of like 30 isn't, old or young. Compared to a 5-year-old, it's ancient. Compared to a 90-year-old, you're a kid. It kind of does work that way. So seeing the Emperor and Rogel Dorn, just that was adorable, cute, and kind of reaffirming that they're actually a family in a really screwed up way. Seeing Magnus call it out, being told to go to the Black Library, I'm sure that won't in any way possible go bad. Also, the one super sister of battle is there. Ephemeral Stern, I'm probably butchering the name, because they actually had her there and they mentioned her, they showed her in the TTS, and now there's going to be a demon there. The demon Primarch, who's not a traitor anymore, sort of. Sort of is the best way to put it. I'm sure that'll be amazing. Also, I hope he has a library card. just because that'll be amazing. Otherwise, we'll just get the same clown joke. But I don't think they would do that joke twice. Well, in the same way. And then there was just all the little acknowledgments of the entire fantasy battle. All the little shout-outs here and there. The fact that the Gorger Lord is now back, and yes, I'm going to keep calling him that because he had all this stuff. Just like, yep, right on the back. It was a thing. Fantasy battle happened, which means somewhere in the Imperial Palace, there's probably all the characters from the fantasy world. Oh, man. That was beautiful. There's so many points here. And, of course, before I can even forget, everything about Kitten's escapades. 1, it didn't go like I thought. 2, I was not expecting a musical number of spoken word in a rave setup translated into binary that carried the beat all the way through with multiple people acting to continue the story accurately and for it to be that good. Hot damn. That entire scene was beautiful. Not just the dialogue, which was great. Not just the music, which was great. But just the way they had everything move and the spark timing of the lights coming in and out, how they got brighter and darker, how colors were emphasized at certain points. Every single thing about this. TTS has rudimentary movement and backgrounds, but they're utilizing it so effectively in this entire episode. But during the musical number, it was just insane. That was a level of quality that is I expected from TTS, but only because they have outdone all my other expectations every time. And I love every second of it. I mean, comparing this to where TTS started literally years ago, the story is just as fun, but it's so much more now. And it's just, oh, damn, the musical number hit it home. And then we also have to talk about Custodes. Oh, wow. I can definitely say I can understand a musical number because that just seems like, sure, why not? Didn't make any sense to have it before, but they made it work perfectly. Having Custodes successfully seduce his way in, I could see him trying and failing. I could see him trying because how they've been portraying all the others. Him succeeding, though, and making it so the Skitarii were leaking fluids? I'm not going to elaborate on that for obvious YouTube-related reasons. Toasters. Just toasters everywhere. I did not expect any of that. Not the musical number, not the successful seduction of the dreadnought. Handling Magnus's rage, Dorn agreeing with him. Everything about this progressed the plot, showed character development, and even when they did the bait and switch, it made a huge plot development. I mean, at this rate, the next bro trip will come in and we'll start seeing ripples of Mars going to war with the Imperium. Because that could happen now. I mean, they already got rid of the Inquisition and brought him back as one of the Emperor. And one of the Emperor is apparently the correct way to say it. Because there's an Emperor, but there's more than one of one. Apparently that's a thing. I can't wait to see what happens next. I mean, I can't wait to show Pretty Guardian because, one, I get to watch it again with Pretty Guardian. That right there is amazing. Two, if it only takes a couple more months, 2 or 3 or 4 months till the next one comes out, if it's half as good as this episode, Ruva Alpha Busa will have outdone himself. Well, actually, he'll have half done himself, but I'll consider outdoing because it was amazing. And half of still amazing is still amazing. So yeah, Ruva Alpha Busa, take as long as you need. If this is the quality, kind of quality you're bringing forth for just a couple months, oh dear God, dude, we are getting it on the cheap. And considering it's YouTube and it's free, so yeah, technically accurate. Functionally accurate too. But damn, is it worth it for the wait? I hate waiting, but if this is what we get, it's definitely worth it. Also, for everyone who hasn't, there is a link down below to the original video. Go hit it up and watch the ads. If there's no ads, donate to his Patreon. Or whatever he does to get money, because more of this. This giant pile of amazing. Seriously, Games Workshop has reached out to multiple people and hired them based on stuff they've done on YouTube. And yes, I am thinking about the guy who did Hell's Reach. I'm honestly a little surprised if they don't reach out to, make this an official comedy universe on the side of the Warhammer 40k universe. Sure, I mean, regimental standards kind of there. It would make about as much sense as that. Probably more, actually. Except they don't want to touch on a lot of the big things like the Emperor, so yeah. Still, it's just, this is the gateway drug to 40k. And it is glorious. So again, link below original video. Just hit it up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.